Fans because it's pretty warm out there, but it's so cool to see. I've been asking for this for a really long time, for us to have homestands in the LCK, and I think maybe it's only a matter of time in the future. Maybe we have teams that are kind of city based and they have their own arenas. We've already seen this in the LPL to a certain extent, and you know, we have so many passionate fans of the LCK. We sell out the LoL Park basically every day, like literally every day. So you know, I'm glad to see the fans can actually get a bigger, better chance to watch.
I don't think Homa right now are looking too good. So, as we already mentioned, this will be his 800th game T1 audience. But I do think that they've been getting a little bit better at playing around it. Two very different approaches, as Guma obviously does love the Raven. My expectation is that they're just going to play for Zeri. Does have all-in pressure on Ezreal if he ever ease forward in a way that he shouldn't. Outside of that, obviously hard to lock him down, as it's going to just be the Azir here, which that is the one that catches me off guard a little bit, is the worst either. And again, T1 does love playing aggressive and Lee slots into that game plan, as I really like the KT comp. I think the Lee is the only oddball out here, where Pioshik, I think his main job is going to be just get you to the point of the game where you can rely on your extremely solid front line. Jungler, if you can play her. I actually want to give credit here to Deft and Beryl, because this is huge. They were actually able to do a really good job of mitigating the weak early. The job here is big. Deft is getting a little bit low on mana, but the poke.
Trying to make a play here for the Skull Crab. Well, the spear is going to land, and now a chance to smite it. Yeah, Owner's going to get that smite down, as the knockback also going to miss. As they do engage on a carrier, but that is a Leona.
Beryl!
Flash over the wall as Beryl makes the play! And first blood goes to KT. Faker isolated and will go down. It's 2 kills to KT early on in this game.
The gamble, and this alone, obviously not enough, but what a sign of life from a KT that up until this point has looked so rough. And the biggest thing to me here is that they're able to win even despite BDD not hitting the flick. Carrier feels really safe, which makes sense. You're a Leona, so with Eclipse, with Aftershock, you're going to feel borderline unkillable, but the bot lane of KT is really far ahead of the play. Zeri is in there, and Azir is quite weak, right? Talia takes away a lot of the normal mobility you might have.
KT were all in together on that play. Speaking of which, we got a nice little pulverize on it too. If he lands the stun, yeah, that's the barrier utilized from Guma. He knows he's under a bit of pressure here, especially with BDD down in the bottom lane. There's no flash for Carrier, but he will just walk away from that one.
What will be happening towards the bottom side of the map?
Well, there might be shenanigans here in mid. Is Faker going to dash over some rocks? That is not what you want to do. Also a big wave here.
The question becomes, can KT maintain his pressure? And a 4-man dive will be a great example.
This is a lot of pressure. Yeah, I like the word you use, as they're trying to turn on the depth though. He's so low and he will be taken out as no stun goes on a Guma. BDD can't even get the kill. Flash rock, no, he misses. And Carrier, well, he's probably going to go down here, but they don't get Guma, and a 1-for-1 trade in a 4-man dive is not what you want to see. Guma also picking up a kill.
Oh, really big there. As, set up.
Yeah, trying to make this play onto the Cassante. He does all out the Skarner under the turret, and now Zeus has to flash away. Going back in onto the all-out Cassante. Not sure about that one. Impale on a both. Do they have the damage? So perfect. Goes in, assassinates the Nidalee, and now he's totally fine. Zeus with 0 mana. And eventually he's just going to die. I mean, there's nothing he can do here with no mana, no health. BDD picks up the 2nd kill.
Yeah. Watch me.
I mean, when everybody's cheering against you, it's almost like you have something extra.
That'll just be the end of it for the rest of the series, as that we are going in on Alistair.
Yeah, they're trying to engage. I mean, Solar Flare thrown into Beryl, really?
That's the top side of the map, and want to try and go for a cross map.
Well, they're going to try now. Flash for flash. Just now even Owner's going in there. I don't know what Beryl said to these guys, but they're really trying desperately to capitalize on this Alistair. with his ult down. Zeus is having a lot of trouble dealing with BDD onto the turret right now, and BDD actually gonna wall on in. He wants more. He wants the kill, but he cuts it.
Right, didn't end up going down. BDD investing a lot of time. They got the Herald, so they might be able to get the mid lane here, which obviously is going to be good. Is deft.
He's gonna arcane shift in, and now here comes Skarner out of the shadows from below.
T1 is going to be interested in actually contesting this dragon, though. There's a lot of pressure on Perfect, but they do know this is happening.
Yeah, they really want to turn this around. Do KT, the all-out goes in on Owner. They're going very deep for this one. Perfect getting very hypey with it, and now Beryl in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to go to the Unbreakable Will.
TP is down for BDD as well. Obviously can rotate very quickly, but I like this.
Oh, the play on a Faker is huge. Will he die, though? He just flashes and he dashes away. He's totally fine. With Pyoshik.
Do you think that's still a win for KT? Looking for these practice plays, definitely a good call as Carrier?
Yeah, he's going in. I mean, he can't get out at this point, so just trying to open it up for Guma, but down will go Carrier, and now Guma's got to run away. So
those are big wins for KT if they can actually capitalize on it. As Faker just walks a little bit too close, nicely done, and even with the combo, there just isn't enough damage, right? Pyoshik isn't necessarily strong enough to chew through Faker in that short amount of time, and then here, especially against Talia, I don't think you can walk off like that, even on the Leona. Gumayushi doesn't actually get to take down Beryl.
Outside of that one on the blue buff. So KT might just say, okay, well, we can try to control both, as we have insane vision on the top side, and if you do rush it, we can just run over, especially because it's still very early on in the game.
Oh, the poke, the spears, the rocks.
Well, that's a Solar Flare. They're going to get the flash here at a Beryl, and now the True Shot Barrage is also going to sail wide. So a lot of poke coming in. Onto Beryl, onto Perfect, even BDD taking a big chunk, but now the damage onto this Dragon getting pretty low. They do want to get this Chemtech Soul before the fight, but Perfect goes low. There's the Chemtech Soul, as Beryl doesn't have his ult, and now the flash on in, and down will go Deft, who had flash available, just gets assassinated, and Beryl will go down too. Yeah.
With the Impale, that's a lot of value. They might be looking for a collapse onto him here, though.
Yeah, the timing of this is pretty good. I mean, 30 seconds until the Drake even spawns as, uh-oh, he's going to get knocked by the wall. That's the teleport down. And Zeus is like, well, I guess I'm dead.
He is.
Let's see how long this does take. I mean, if it takes 30 seconds, maybe T1 just go for the Elder, though.
He is Scar. Oh, look at that. KT are realizing, like, we don't have the time for this. Well, I think they do. I think they could have killed him.
Well, they're just going to let him go. Now, they did get the teleport out of Zeus, and that's a problem.
That's the worst target out of everyone for them.
Yeah, it's perfect for Owner to hit that onto him, as now it's just going to come down to a straight-up Elder Flip. Macro out the window.
Keep him out.
This is just what they're going for. Look at Perfect's health bar. They're just going to impale Deft in again as he doesn't use flash again. And Pyoshik is not going to be able to get it. This game is over. Everybody on the side of KT just going to be isolated and ripped apart as T1, they get the Elder, they get the fight. They will get game number 1.
It is not Challengers, baby. It's just LCK. As KT, they get close, but that fight, basically everything went wrong. Deft eats a spear, gets Impale, Pyoshik doesn't get the flip, Perfect goes down before the fight as well and truly began. It is going to be T1 going up for a much better showing, but game 1 still going as expected.
Absolutely did. Nice from KT to make it interesting, to make it close, but this is all about T1 once again at their home grounds here for Saturday's showdown. And
이즈만 빌지만 말해줘.
이즈만 필해? 나 미드 밀고 올게. 얘네가 급해.
이즈 흡혈 없을 거야.
얘네가 치고 싶어한다. 치고 있어.
오케이.
이제 비전 봐줄 거. 스마트 보고 싶어한다.
땅 걸긴 할 듯.
스마스 하면 안 나면 좋을 것 같긴 한다.
알리가 나 막을 거야.
볼 수 있어.
내가 먼저 박을까 볼게 이거.
앞라인 서줘. 앞라인 서줘. 리신부터 리신부터.
탈려.
리신 잡아. 리신.
리신. 먹었어.
탈려. 끝났다.
살려볼.
탈려. 이거 믿어가지고.
바텀.